Well, apparently the pavement crews hit outside what was going on. So that kind of sucked. The pavement crews outside literally just hit a line. I literally ran outside and they just hit a line. Buggers. There's guys that are paving outside. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dirty. Dirty. Craziness. Craziness. Yeah, they're paving outside, and I literally ran out. I told them this morning, I'm going to be streaming. Don't hit the lines. You can see they're all marked. Don't. I just ran out. Kid put a shovel into it and just kind of gave it enough that it knocked it out. I'm like, dude. Unbelievable. Yep. So, that's what happened. The hopefully they don't hit it again. I sure hope they don't hit it again. They don't care, right? They just get out there and pave and smack things, and yeah. They're hitting stuff outside. All the lines when they're paving. And I'm like, I told them this morning before I started, I'm like, don't hit the lines. Or else, right? Yeah. So, craziness. So, I guess we're going to do 2 streams. We'll do 2 streams today. But, yeah, like I was discussing, you know, it's just, it's not, there's so many, you know, things going on right now that shouldn't be happening, right? And I think Twitch, so when I was talking to a partnered streamer last night, that was helping me out. Sorry, my allergies are really bad. He literally came and said that Twitch is going to tell you anything that happens in your channel, you're responsible for. So follow bots, which I was up to 2 a.m. deleting last night. Any kind of hate raids, you're responsible for. Any kind of things that, you know, happen whatsoever in your channel, we're responsible for. And so no matter how much help you want from Twitch or you wish that you could have from Twitch, you're never going to get it. You're never going to get the help that you need. Again, the employees aren't there to monitor, you know, what's really going on. They're really only looking at the top whatever percentage, right? So like we're actually in the top 0.57%. We're in the top 1% of Twitch, but they would never monitor us because we're not even partnered. We're not even, you know, you're not signed into a contract, or they're really only going to monitor the people that matter the most to them. You know what I mean? So, again, it angers a lot of streamers, right? When stuff like that happens to you constantly and you don't have, the platform's not really there to help you in any way, right? So, I guess, you know, you could ask questions too. You know, will YouTube be there to do that? Will Trovo? Will Facebook? Like, what platform's really going to be there the most, you know, for their streamers? Because at the end of the day, you know, you don't get much changed, right, on any platforms, and it's kind of gets frustrating. But back to where we're at. Again, there's lots of things between streamer mod relationships that you should definitely have. Write it down. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to write down, your expectations, write down, the moderator and admin's expectations, what I think or what I expect from the channel, what they think, what they expect from the channel. Have a good relationship with your moderators and admins. You should talk, have communication, open the lines, right? And so if I don't see things happening or things are happening and they see it and or don't see it, then it's much easier to communicate and fix the problems than just being a one person show. And so that's why we're designed the way we are, right? With myself and the whole crew around me, it's designed so that when we have these problems, they're fixed quickly. Six heads are better than one when it comes to a lot of things. Yeah, at the end of the day, does the streamer have the last say? Sure, right? It's their stream, but for me, it's much easier if we make a group decision on a lot of things, because then we're all on board, right? And so again, going back to the situation that's occurred over 3 or 4 days, should we have addressed it faster? Yes. Did I give the benefit of the doubt to what was going on? Yes, right? Because we're not going to jump to conclusions or sides or anything else. We don't, like I said, what happens outside your channel, you should not be getting yourself involved with, right? Worry about yourself, your community, your channel, any kind of drama outside of it. Just who cares? It's none of your business, right? Don't get wrapped up and involved in it. When it comes to your front door or into your channel, then it's time to address those problems, right? And so when this came into our front door and channel, the first 2 or 3 days, it was just, 1 or 2 comments and we dealt with it, but last night was a totally different story. And so again, when it comes in and it starts rocking a boat and it starts making people feel uneasy and it disrupts your channel and, right? So, it makes for an extremely bad experience, right? For not only the people that are there, that are normally in your channel, for other streamers that are visiting, it makes a really bad experience for them. Any new people that are coming in, that's their first time chatting. That's what they're seeing in your chat, and they leave. And so it makes for an incredibly bad experience for other communities, right? So again, if my moderation team had gone into a chat and was attacking constantly on somebody, you're gone. You're gone. There's no excuses for that, right? There's no excuses, right? So you don't go knocking on other people's doors and just pick a fight with them. That's not what happens. It's not good relations. It's not healthy mentally for anybody. It doesn't help anything whatsoever, right? So I'm hoping that this particular community addresses, offline and Discord with me. We can go over it. I would like to have a constructive conversation, which you should. This is what streamers should be doing properly on back channels, right? You take an issue that you have with either another community or people within the community, et cetera, offline, you just have simple conversations like adults would do, right? You address the problems, you talk them out. If you can agree, perfect. If you can't, then agree to disagree and stop what's going on and just go your separate ways, right? So again, it's all in how you handle things online or in real life. And every day I'm learning, even at my age, every single day I'm learning more and more how to deal with things properly, how to address them, where to address them, when to address them, et cetera, right? And so I just felt that it was extremely important today that, I came on to say to people, especially streamers, have a good relationship, open communication with your moderators and that. If there's something really bad going on or really good, discuss it, lay down some ground rules, some boundaries, etc. But never encourage people from your community or your mods to take it upon themselves, or you encourage them to attack other people. That's not acceptable in real life. That's not acceptable online. It's not acceptable anywhere, right? You don't sit there and have 30 people attack one. It's not It's not healthy, right? And the people around it that see it, are going to get angry, and it's not a healthy situation, right? And again, you see that a lot on platforms or in real life. It's always the same people that have the same problems, and eventually they'll learn, right? Eventually they'll learn. So I can't push it enough or express it enough, that the relationship between the moderators and the admins are 100% a reflection of each other, right? And so it's not hard to know if somebody, we went through this too, right? Do you pay your mods? One would hope. Do I pay my mods? Well, last month alone, I gave them all the battle pass. So I don't pay my moderators monthly, but I try and give them whatever I can when I can, right? So last month they all got battle passes or whatever they wanted. 2 months before that or 3 months before that, one of the admins was buying a new laptop. So I sent down 100 US towards the laptop, right? So whatever my moderators or admins need, I'd be more than happy to try and accommodate. Yeah. So again, it's all about, and again, streamers need to recognize that moderators and admins put in just as much time as I do when it comes to streaming, right? They're dedicating themselves to the community and their daily time. And time's the biggest thing that you can give to somebody, right? Nobody cares about the money at the end of the day. The time that they spend with me is absolutely priceless. And like, again, I was talking to a couple of them the other day, and I literally said, I was talking to Wolf one-on-one, and I literally, said, like, I can't appreciate more than what these 5 people do. The time that they put in, the filtering, they take abuse too, and that's what people don't realize. Is moderators and admins take just as much as abuse as I do, right? They're the first line of defense. They're the first ones that are going to see that comment. They're the first ones that see that attack or just the rudeness, crudeness, or they have to go through that with the streamer, right? So again, I hope streamers really clue in and realize and appreciate what these people do, right? And their mental health is just as at risk just as much as the streamer's mental health is, right? And until you point stuff out like this, people don't clue in. They don't, right? Until you point out and go, you're right. Like they're there every day. Every day. And basically their job is to protect myself and the community. That's what they do. They protect myself and the community from seeing, hearing, feeling all that nasty negativity. And so when you have those frontline people, it's just like in real life. Nurses get burned out. Doctors get burned out. Firefighters. Doesn't matter what job you have. You could be flipping burgers. You're still going to get burned out. Right? And so we don't stream 8, 9, 10 hours a day. We stream 3 hours a day. I'm not going to have these people get burned out and spend their whole day and whole night, dealing with this as well. We're most effective in a 3 or 4 hour stream. We do what we need to do. And then that's it, right? Because they have lives too. And I'm not going to pull them away for 8 or 10 hours or 12 hours a day from their daily life. Right? So again, I can be most effective in a 3 or 4 hour stream and then doing all my socials and afterwards, right? So again, hello, Suzanne. I literally, really take in account, if they need something, come to me, right? If they need that week off, you know, take that week off. The others will make it up, right? It's all about, again, at the end of the day, communication, big time, between mods and streamers, you know, and really helping each other out. But again, until you point it out, people don't realize that, you know, moderators have a huge impact on a community and other communities, whether it's good or bad. And again, last night, finally, after day 3 of the, you know, the comments and the onslaught, that streamer needs to know that his moderators have now had a huge impact, and the ripple effect can be either big from it or it can be small from it. And I hope that they will address it offline with me and we can stop what's going on, right? So hopefully they'll do that. But back to my particular admins and mods. Like I said, I can't stress this on a weekly basis. I try and tell them, right? I told them last night, you know, I even apologized to my moderators last night because I felt genuinely sorry that they literally sat through 3 hours of that bullcrap last night. Genuinely, I was, you know, like, what the? They literally had to deal with that last night. So not only am I dealing with the follow bot issue, we're dealing with people cheating in the stream issue and stream snipers. They're dealing with the chat problems at the same time with Discord, all because the community made the wrong choice. You know what I mean? And so I literally felt extremely, you know, pissed off because not only did my whole community have to sit there through that crap, which they're not there for, but, you know, the moderators and admins literally had to deal with that on a minute-to-minute basis, right? And it's not what you want from your community. It doesn't make for a good experience, right? And so, you know, I apologized to them last night. I apologized to the stream. I apologized in Discord. I'm apologizing for other people's behavior because I don't want it to affect the experience that everyone has within our chat or what we're doing or our game nights, right? So again, I take full responsibility as the streamer because at the end of the day, no matter what happens in the stream, it falls back on me, right? And that's why I'm saying the importance of a moderator team and the streamer's communications and relationship needs to be, you know, on par with each other, what you're doing, et cetera, and how things should run and work. And so again, last night was a prime example of how amazing, you know, this team is when it comes together during the stream, after the stream, you know, the next day, how we present things, what we've done, back it up, say, like, it's phenomenal how amazing these people work, how quick they work, and they're there for this community. It's all about the community, and that's what you need. That's what you need is people that care enough about that community to ensure that it's a great experience, that people are having a good time, being involved, you know, and it's an environment that they want to be in. If you want to be in a toxic environment, there's lots of chats, there's lots of channels on Twitch, YouTube, wherever you want to go, you're always going to find the good with the bad. So if you want to go find one of those toxic channels, man, light it up. Go have a ball, right? But it ain't in mine. It ain't in mine. And as a streamer, again, you have to have rules, boundaries on how far people can push stuff, right? And last night's stuff went way overboard. You were well past the line. Anywhere, though. Anywhere. There was multiple toss rules broken by these people. So, like I said, I promised my chat that I would deal with that issue. And if that, you know, if that community decides that they want to step up behind the scenes and have a chat with me, that would be, you know, probably the right thing to do. But again, I wish that there was, there's a couple of streamers right now that are streaming that I wish could watch back these VODs and realize kind of what they're doing. And again, as a streamer or moderator, if you are how do we put this? If you are releasing not just dirty laundry, but if you're really releasing these dark down feelings, that you really shouldn't be saying or releasing on stream, and you literally are open about, I don't care, you should. You should, because with every action, there's a reaction. With everything you do, there's a consequence. And again, people will lose, things that they built very quickly. And those streamers are literally saying, they don't care. I don't need Twitch. I don't need this. But you just put a push on for a year, and it's all about, the older you get, maybe it's the easier to control yourself a little more because you've been through it. You see, you've had the experiences. I did the same thing when I was younger. I was a hothead, and, I had, it wasn't the best life at all. And everybody, I've never hidden behind that. And, every single person is going to have their past and what you've done and. What is stopping you, though, from relearning, growing up, moving on, dealing with things differently? You know what I mean? Nothing. So you can literally make the choice as a streamer, or if it's admins or mods, you have choices of what you do and what you say, right? And so it's kind of disheartening when you see more bad choices than you see good choices, right? How's your relationship with your mods? Phenomenal. I talk to them every day. Every single day I talk to them. I was talking to them last night. Every day I talk to them. We have an admin chat. We have a mod chat. We have chats for everything. We play together off stream. I think we've got a great relationship. They all have a say. It's basically like a round table. So every single person has an opinion on whether it's game nights, what we should do, what happened that night, etc., what they think we should do, where we should go. And I hope that they really feel like that it's somewhere where they love to be, right? I guess we can ask them at the end of the day how they feel. But again, they know that they get a say and their opinions matter. And they know if they need something, I'm always there to give it. Like I said, if they, I make sure that they're respected and that, they're wanted and loved and appreciated where they're at. And I try and tell them, on a weekly basis, whether we're doing YouTube streams, whether I'm in chat with them. Like I said, I even apologized to them last night, and we didn't do anything. It was from another stream, but I just felt incredibly bad what that other stream had been doing, and they had to deal with it, right? So I think the relationship between the moderation team and myself is really good. I think it's really good. Again, how many mods too actually have what mine do? So it's always been designed, right? He beats us. Alpha, I hope you didn't hear the first stream where I was actually commenting that, the biggest thing that Alpha does is keeps me in check, right? And I think that's the one thing that if I was ever going to get emotional about is I have people like Alpha on a daily basis that go, listen, there's no point you burning your time. Like you got to realize there's more to the relationship than just streamer moderator, right? There's more to those relationships. So, okay, I see you tonight. So, like I said, it's about a mutual respect. It's about them knowing they have a say, that they have, an opinion. They feel wanted. They feel appreciated. And I would do anything to help them out. I really would, right? And again, last night, there was 3 out of the 5 of them were in a chat with me last night. And again, I physically apologized to them for what was going on from another streamer, right? And so, again, like I stressed earlier on stream, these guys and girls go through the stress and put in the time and the effort just as much as I do or the community does, right? And so streamers, like I said, really need to realize that these people have lives and opinions and everything. Like this isn't, you just don't add a mod and say, here, right? That's not how it goes. To me, last night was fun. Well, I mean, maybe Alpha likes to hit the ban. Alpha, I ended up banning 8 of them afterwards. Right? So it's just, you guys are the front line. You guys are there to protect not only myself, you're there to protect the community, right? Yeah. But I just want people to realize that the importance of what a moderator and admin is, right? I banned 7 of them myself, Alpha after stream. There was 7 bans afterwards that I did. Yeah. But again, it's stressing to streamers the importance of communication. Make sure that they have an opinion, they're there for the community. Listen to what they say, their inputs, respect the fact that they're frontliners and they're dealing with this crap just as much as I am or the community. Like again, you really need to have a great core and they're a reflection of you. And so, getting back to that other streamer, when you have your admins and mods run wild and say and do what they want in other people's chats, it's not cool, you know what I mean? The best part of last night was all those people came in the wrong time. True story. But again, Alpha, I addressed it. I try and tell people too, those things can be addressed offline, which I addressed it this morning in the hopes that that streamer comes to me and we can have a conversation, person to person and sort this out quickly and, let them know that what they're doing is not right? So handling all areas, just sending them out as fast as, and I said that earlier too, Alpha. I said that too. Like last night, not only were we dealing with follow bots, I had a partner that came in to help us, and I had a conversation with them after. We're dealing with follow bots, people physically cheating in games, being caught, replays, holding customs, situations from another streamer that was just rolling through with, like there was so many things. Everybody was literally in so many different directions and it was so efficient. And that's what I said. Like it's crazy, right? But again, it's one of those things where it's not just an admin mod relationship. Literally Wolf is there. Not only is he a brainstorm, but he keeps my ass in check. You know what I mean? Because there's some days that as a streamer, you want to react to people that are just coming in and being dorks, right? And that's with everybody. You want to react to it. And again, to go with my saying and what Alpha says, I say you only have so much energy in a day and you have to choose where to put it. And Alpha literally says, why even give them your time, right? So again, there's a lot more to admin and mods than just admin and mods. You know what I mean? These people know what they're doing. They know what needs to be done. They keep people in check, right? And like Bobcat last night was literally not only dealing with chat, he's dealing with cheaters, he's dealing with customs, he's dealing with replays. Like these guys are doing multiple things over and over again that people don't even see what they're doing. And so again, like, you have to give props to what these people do, how they do it, how efficient they are. And they don't sit here in the limelight. They're not on the camera like I am. You know what I mean? And people miss that thing again. They're not the ones on the camera where everyone sees their face and goes, oh, hey, right? These are the people behind the scenes that run that fine-oiled machine and keeps things going. You know what I mean? To me, I want them to drop it and don't give them any more stream time. Exactly. And Alpha's absolutely right. You can go ahead and clip it. Alpha's absolutely right. And so, like I said, as a streamer, sometimes you want to react to what they're doing, and there's no point. There's no point, like Alpha said, giving them your time and the reaction to it at all. Absolutely, he's right in every way. So, Blue Rose, hello. So, if we can learn as we go, not only as a channel, as a mod team, as a community, you're gonna learn this in your everyday life. So again, in your everyday life, if somebody's being a jackass, don't give them your time. Don't give them your energy. You only have so much per day. Don't give it to them, right? Move it along. And so if you only end up with 2, 3, 4 great friends, that's where you put your energy, right? And so, especially when it comes to streaming, I put my energy into those people that are there every single day. That's where my energy goes, is to the Giver 90 crew. That's where I choose to put it. That's where the best, most positive energy is. And that's where the most fun is. And that's when, as a streamer, I enjoy interacting with them. I genuinely want to know how their day was, what they're doing, funny stuff that's happened. It doesn't matter. And that's where I put my energy. And so, again, I hate saying it, but Alpha's right. You literally deal with the situation, you move on. You don't sit there for, an hour or two and just constantly. And like I said, there's days that people, they press that button. They're going to press your button. But it's not worth it. It's not worth it, right? And, you take away from the experience, you take away people's time, and et cetera, to deal with that stuff. And, again, everybody has different communities. Everybody can do whatever they want to do at the end of the day, right? So all we can do is kind of offer, whether it's life experiences or things that we've learned or that we've done. And if you choose to implement maybe that way of thinking, so be it. If you don't, we don't push our opinions on anybody. We don't push how we do things here on anybody. We just kind of offer different perspectives. We just offer, maybe the way we do things, what has worked, what doesn't work. If we can just give people, different things just to think about, right? And you could put your own spin on it. But again, this stream was important to me today because there's been multiple times where these people, the moderators and admins, have stepped up massively and controlled situations that could have been extremely bad, right? And so I have to thank them for not only, protecting me themselves, but the community, how things work. They're just good people at heart, man, and they're here for the community. They're here to spend their time. They're choosing to spend their time helping out and making a fun experience for people that come in, right? So that's what we do. And again, there's lots of communities out there where you can say and do whatever you want, when you want, how you want. But for us, we have boundaries and safe boundaries, and that's what we do. You know what I mean? Are you posting clips? Did it literally say that Alpha was right? Is that the clip that you just posted? Bomber said Alpha's right. Alpha's right. I friggin' knew it. You're a bugger. I knew he was going to clip that. Bugger. Yeah. But again, that's a great example of a streamer that's listening to the people that he has around him or she has around him. That's a great example of what I'm trying to say today. Having an amazing team around you and listening to sometimes what they're saying is better off. 6 heads are better than 1. And so, if I'm doing something that, could hinder the channel or take 20 minutes away from what we're doing, or we get back on track, right? And so, again, I could express 20 different ways the importance of a moderator and admin, again, when it comes to positive sides to the channel and negative sides of the channel. And again, the admins and moderators know that they're an extension of me. They can do significant damage not only to myself, to the community, to the stream, to people outside of it. So what they say and do is a huge reflection, right? That we want to make the experience for the community the best and most enjoyable it can be. We will do whatever we have to keep the fun going and keep the people trying to ruin it out. So again, Bobcat's right on par, right? Our goal as a streaming community is to create a great experience for people to come in and engage into our particular community with what we do in the events and how we roll, right? We have boundaries and choices that we've made on, how the channel goes. And again, people can make their own decisions. Do you want to come into this community knowing that it's a ton of fun? We get loud, we get crazy, we have a ton of fun times. Or do you want to go to a community that's nice and quiet and peaceful? They just role play. You go to a community that's toxic, as you know what? It's totally up to the individual on what they enjoy, what they want to do, say or get away with, or, right? And so different communities obviously have different vibes, and you choose which community you want to vibe with, right? But for us, again, the admins and mods around me obviously share the same sentiments of what we're doing, what we want to keep doing, and what works for us. And again, it's an amazing team that I can't say enough about every single week that I do these, or, like I said, even last night, I felt incredibly bad that they had to deal with, the negative experiences that roll through. And I can't thank them enough for, do what they do. So again, if you're a streamer or just a friend to them, you really need to be cognizant on, they spend a lot of time, they spend a lot of energy, They're there 3 hours a day in that stream. They're there also off a stream. They're in a meeting last night for an hour, or they're in Discord, or we're chatting, or like, these people are here putting in hours and choosing to spend, a part of their day in this community to help, further the growth, or they want to be here and enjoy the experience themselves. And again, streamers need to realize that. You can't just sit there over and over again and, have these people get beat up or, whatever. Some mods, are different than others. Maybe Alpha enjoys smacking that band hammer, and others, try and say, they do the talking thing. You need to stop, relax, and so it's a good mix when you have, the people that are trying to give people the benefit of the doubt and telling them to relax and rules, and this is what we're doing. It's an incredibly welcoming, right? But there is times when you need one or two at the same time that go, yeah, I think you're done. Have a good night, right? And so it's great to have a balance of welcoming and chatting and making people, feel like, hey, this is where I want to be. And you also need a balance of one or two that, okay, enough, right? And that's where myself as a streamer, I completely trust in my crew. If they make a decision, there's a reason why. You know what I mean? If there's ever a question, they answer it and we're done. There's again, you need to have those people around you that you trust in their judgment. And if something goes wrong, they do it for a reason, right? And so I trust all 5 of them that are around me. What we say and do in our meetings, our thoughts, what happened with different streams, if they make judgment calls, if they ban somebody. Again, you got to be able to trust in the people around you. You have to. And that's why, like I said, we have an absolute phenomenal team. And, there's a few of them that have been here for right from the beginning. I won't question them as far as, if they make a judgment call, someone needs banned, have a good day. Have a good day, right? You've obviously done something that's so far outside of guidelines that they've just, have a good day. And I trust their judgment. Have an unban request and then we'll go over it with them, right? Or I'll just literally say, nope, sorry, this person felt that you were banned for a particular reason and it was bad enough to warrant. Have a good day. And so I'm going to back up my moderators, right? They have my back, I have theirs. So Again, there's so many different aspects to moderation and stream teams that I just, people need to, and I'm learning as I go. I'm always learning every single day, different, ways to approach things, different ways, to handle things, how to react, what to say, take people's opinions into account, the situations into account. It's all about, learning and growing is a big part of not just life and streaming, right? Like it's both. So there's things that I've taken or I've learned while we're streaming and implemented it in my day-to-day life because I had a lot of problems in my day-to-day life, especially growing up. It's pretty chaotic and violent and etc., right? And so I'm learning now that I need to rewind and relearn everything and how to deal with things and et cetera, right? So I'm not working at a nightclub anymore for 12 years and punching chiclets and out on the middle of the road, going through windows on cars. Like it's not, it's all about relearning and having fun and experiencing these games and stuff that I never had either. You know what I mean? So it can be good for streamers, and it can be incredibly stressful. And again, I have to thank my moderation team because they made it a hell of a lot easier on me than it could have been. They're there all the time, right? And again, it's something that it really hits home for me particularly that I'm not afraid to come out and say, right? So these people are more to me than just an admin or mod. They're friends, and we go through life experiences together, and we chat, and whatever's going on at home or in life, or we're just there, right? And it becomes, great relationships that I have grown to, enjoy and talking and playing around. And at the same time, they're amazing people and assets to help this community grow. And I'm so glad that, we can incorporate, like we have Saturday nights where it's admins versus viewers and they have their own bit badges and etc. Right? I want to make sure that they're a part of this community. People know who they are, right? How much time and effort they put in. And so I try and go whatever extra mile I can to tell these people. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with openly coming out and saying, hey, I'm so appreciative and so thankful for these people around me. And maybe more people need to do that, right? Just nothing wrong with coming out and just saying it. You just got to say it, man. So, for me, they mean the world, and they're a reflection on me, and I'm a reflection on them. And so, like I said, there's things that we're going to deal with quickly with other, streamers that should take a hard, long look, maybe even watch my video and go, if your mods and admins are a reflection of you and that's how they act, then that's a reflection on you. And we definitely don't want to associate ourselves with you, right? If that's the reflection, if that was a negative reflection and that wasn't you, you should be having, some kind of a get together in a hurry and going, hey, you're screwing me over for future engagements or relationships with other communities, right? So not only did they lose out, on us and other communities, I mean, there is multiple streamers, 20, 25 streamers that watch that happen, right? And you've lost, and it's a cascade effect. So not only do you have 20 or 25 streamers that see that, they know 100, 2, 3, 500 streamers, and they know, and it becomes a cascade effect. If you keep screwing yourself over and you don't give a crap, well, eventually you just start losing and losing and losing, Instead of having waves and carrying you across the ocean and you're going nowhere but up, those waves just dissipate. All of a sudden you're left in the middle of the ocean, sitting there going, oof, oof, trying to blow on a sail that you ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So again, whether you're a toxic community, whether you're family friendly, whether you're, 50-50 like us, where we want people to come in and say certain things that, is on their mind or they can enjoy at the same time. We like to keep it safe for the younger kids, or you know, we're big on protecting any of the females. So there's no comments, racist we don't deal with that crap. It's not welcome, and it's gone, right? So we keep a fine balance between people having fun and people feeling that they can come there and be safe and not have to deal with the everyday bull crap, right, that maybe they experience. So let's just face it, there's sexism out there, there's racism, there's everything out there, right? And so if they're dealing with that in their everyday life, why would they want to come in here and deal with that crap, right? And we don't tolerate it, and that's it. That's how we roll, and those are our boundaries, and that's what we stick to, right? So again, it's up to people's choices, where they go, where they come, what they do. If you want to go into those communities where anything goes, man, that's your choice. Light it up, right? If you want to go into a family friendly completely, that's your choice too. But again, we like to run, a 50-50 kind of thing. Again, when we get to YouTube, again, it's a little different. So our Twitch content is not the same as our YouTube. YouTube is more open. We like people to be able to ask questions or vent or, literally come out and we can deal with whether it's everyday issues or streaming issues. We mainly want to stick to streaming issues. But again, YouTube's different content. It's supposed to be more grown up, more to the point. And, there's so many strange people. And again, Pistol, you would know as a female, you go to different chats, you even say something and boom. Somebody could be like, hey, 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 right? And it's not warranted. It's not needed, right? And so, like I said, in everyday life, again, people make mistakes and do things and, they work and learn things. Like I said, over my 40 years, I've made 10,000 mistakes, and now at my age, every day I'm relearning. I see a PTSD specialist, and again, I've been open about that, right? I just had 35 years of extreme violence, and now I'm at the point in my life where I have to deal with it on a personal note, and I see them every week, and I try and implement what I learn with them within the stream, and things that I learn on the stream, I try and implement in my daily life. And so it seems to be a good fit. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes along the way of us doing this streaming or in real life. And I got thick skin. I take any consequences or anything of my actions. I got nothing to hide, and I don't care, right? Like it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm not a Nick A30. I'm not, here to be the perfect role model. I mean, again, or I'm not here to be like, say, an action man where it's just like, holy crap, glue balls, toxic as crap, I smoke heroin. Like, it's kind of, it's totally up to the person and what they want to do and who they are, right? At the end of the day. But the important thing is, of course, I make mistakes all the time and I learn from them. I make mistakes all the time. All the time. I literally messaged a partner streamer today asking when they have time if they can come in and just school me a bit with the exact details on Twitch partnership. Because I want to know every little thing. I want to learn. Is it worth it? Is it not? Is it wasting my time? Is it not? And so the only way to gain knowledge is learn, soak it up, ask people, And so if I've screwed up, acknowledge it. I guess people don't really do that, right? Is I've acknowledged every time I screw up, and it's much easier just to go, yeah, I screwed up. I did this. I did that. There's no point hiding that crap, right? Like I make mistakes all the time. And that's why in my real life, I see specialists that are helping me out with that because I never knew better. I never knew better growing up because of the situation that I was in, where I was at, what was happening, the particular jobs I had, everything about it screamed bad. It screamed bad, right? And so at this age, it's not working anymore. It doesn't work in life. And so it's hard for me to fit in with today's society, being or knowing how I was back then. It doesn't fit anymore. And so for me, IRL, it's doesn't feel good, right? When you just don't quite fit the mold, right? Because I still have that old school, old school mentality on how to deal with things quickly and assertively. I'll say it, hence the punching bag behind me. But that's all I knew, right? That's all I knew. And so, like I said, in IRL, I made a life choice 2 years ago, to relearn everything, reteach, figure out what's best for me, what's best for my family, how to deal with things, how to push forward. Just be open and honest, no matter what it is. I don't care. That's what it is. What it is, right? And so I've taken the last 2 years of what I'm learning, especially IRL weekly with these people, and I'm incorporating it with the stream. And there's stuff that I learned from the stream and other people or my mods, admins, whatever happens. If there's something I take from the stream, I incorporate it into my daily life. So like, here's something that was just off the wall yesterday. Off the wall. I went in for the first time. I wanted to check out a Joe Rogan podcast. I know I'm a nubcake. Everyone else has probably already done that 10 times, right? There was a person that Joe Rogan had said something about, I can't honestly remember, but the guy's reaction was, if you came to my house, I would punch you. Like, he literally went on this huge rant, and they're all like, whoa. People have allowed you to talk like that or react like that for years, and we're not allowing it. You know what I'm saying? And so I really stopped to think about something like that. This also includes your friends in real life, or the admins and stuff around you. Is if people allow you to act and talk in ways that are just nasty, not productive, nobody wants to hear, et cetera, then they're going to walk away, right? And it's kind of like friends, viewers, stuff like that. And it's another good life story, right? Life experience. Is if you allow yourself or the people around you to talk and do whatever they want, how they want, when they want, in whatever situation, it's not the best. It never works out for the best, right? And so that's something that I've really had to learn myself on a personal note is, I didn't know any better how to talk to people, right? IRL. This is, again, when you're taught a certain way for 35 years and that's all you know, doesn't always pan out for you, right? So I've really taken things like that and really thought about them. I'll take a couple of hours and literally be like, holy crap, like, there's things that I used to say that, I didn't even think about. I just said it, and it probably wasn't the best to say, right? And I probably could have dealt with that a lot better, or people are just tolerating around you what you say, right? And so when it comes to streams, again, you can only tolerate for so long people playing the poor me card or whatever they're saying, the toxicness. And again, you need to take that as a streamer into account, right? Okay, if you're going to let it go 3, 4, 5, 6 times, so be it, right? But eventually, you get tired of hearing what they're saying and how they're being, right? And don't be afraid to let those mods and admins step in. If they get tired of hearing it, and I'm tired of hearing it, and the community's tired of hearing it, then you should literally go with that. You know what I mean? Go with your instincts sometimes. because if you're getting tired of it, it ain't going to change, right? And so these are just things that I learn on a daily basis. Like I said, whether it's with my specialist, if you just hear these little things, if you guys aren't in our Discord, Wolf literally will post sayings too, right? So McKenna does workout posts, Breaks does daily things that are coming up. Whatever day is, whether it's Hump Day or National Brownie Day, or it's pretty fun. Wolf does life quotes, stuff that he'll post, and some of them they just make you question or think, right? And so when I find things like this, you really should just take 30 minutes, take an hour, just take some time out of your day. And literally, if it clicks in your head, right, then take the time to go, am I like that? Am I being that moron? Or, is somebody else, have I let them away with stuff for way too long? And this is the stuff you should literally question and learn from it, right? I think I've just been, I can honestly say I've been like this sponge ever since, and I hate to bring it up, but ever since we made a change in October, I've just been such a sponge of knowledge, a sponge for everything I could possibly learn and take in, from streaming aspects to equipment aspects to mental aspects, emotional, physical aspects. I feel like a kid again, and just sponging in as much as I can learn. You know what I mean? Because my problem is I've gone through, they can really hit home sometimes. Yeah, they can, Pistol. You know what I mean? They can. And so, like I said, at some point in your life, whether you're a streamer or IRL, take some of those things, and if they click in, use them, right? Change it. It's never too late to relearn. Never. Like, I'm an old dog, and people teach me new tricks every single day, man. Every single day. I learn. And if I'm wrong about something, I just flat out say, my bad, man, I was wrong. Again, I've just learned, I got to deal with things differently, and how much I take in, and what I should care and not care about. And like, there's just, sit back for a second and just be like, whoa, take it in, And again, the mods and admins, like, every day, and hopefully they do the same thing, right? Is they can hear something that maybe I say on today's stream, and they'll be like, no shit, that's what I'm doing, right? That's what I'm doing in real life. Or like, no way, that's what I'm doing. And so I feel like, we can all learn from each other with a lot of stuff. And yeah, I've, like I said, there's just, moderators and admins are extremely important. Like I said, from the life side of things, friend side of things, their knowledge, what they bring, their perspective, their opinions. And at the end of the day, I can't thank my crew enough for being there on a friend level, on a personal level, on a community level. They spend so much time and energy, and they're so extremely important. And those people are an amazing reflection on me. And that, at the end of the day, is just the bomber truth. Wolf and McKenna, Breaks, Bobcat, and Lynn are a great reflection, and there's no way that anyone's got anything bad to say about them. They could go anywhere they want on Twitch, and there's not a damn thing that anyone can say that's bad about them, because they're a reflection. They're great people. They mean well with everything that they do. They give everyone the benefit of the doubt. They care for the community and everything that they do. And those are good people. And again, I can't thank them enough for being around me and choosing, our community for them to put their time and effort into. And that's the amazing part at the end of the day. But again, this stream was also to stress to other streamers, that your mods and admins, whatever, however you build your team around you, they're a reflection on you. And if you have a bad reflection coming out to other channels at the end of the day, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt your channel, or, you're going to lose a very large, group that, or network that you could have tapped into because they chose to say and do the wrong things in other people's channels. So at the end of the day, hopefully people, get different little things out of these streams that I love to do on YouTube. Again, this is something that I used to do and I wanted to do a lot more before, but we had to focus on, concentrate on a lot of other things, or we were being steered in the wrong directions. And again, those were learning things for streaming. But this is going to become a weekly thing for me, because not only, it's not only is it good for you guys with different perspectives, or you can form your own opinion, or maybe change or learn something within your stream, but it's also life lessons. It's also me, being more personable with people. People get to know me a little more, know that, every streamer has their own issues or their own past, or how they were, or what they're dealing with, or. But I would say at this point in my life, I've never been more of a sponge just with learning. Like I said, whether it's with my specialists, whether it's my day-to-day life, whether it's from the stream, just the fun times, whether it's the admins, mods, like I'm just literally a human sponge right now, taking in everything that I can. Am I going to screw up along the way? Oh, hell yeah, I am. Oh, hell yeah, I'm going to make mistakes along the way. 100%. I'm going to screw up, whether it's in my daily life, which I do all the time, and, or whether it's in, streaming, whether some moron comes in and I choose to engage in it, right? So just know that don't put an enormous amount of pressure on you guys, Don't do it. You're all going to screw up. You're all going to make mistakes. You're all learn from it. Learn from it's the biggest thing, and keep that ball rolling forward, right? And again, the mods and ads are an extension. Mods, and admins are an extension of myself, and they do the same thing. They're going to learn from situations. We're all going to get together. We'll talk about it over, and we move forward, right? So not only am I learning, the mods and admins are learning as they go. Those are the people they choose to be, and it's perfect, right? It's a great fit, and so if anybody, asks, do I get along with my mods? Do I appreciate the crap of them? Would I do anything I possibly could for them? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I would. And like I said, just last month, I know it was only a battle pass, but I just wanted to say thank you to the 5 of them. Thank you. Can I just gift you the battle pass? Or like I said, I knew Alpha was buying a new laptop, so I just sent him 100 US. It's not a lot, but it's just something to say thank you. You know what I mean? If Lynn needed something, if Breaks needed something, Bobcat needed something, McKenna, whatever they need, I'd be more than happy to try and to accommodate them in whatever way I can, right? Whether they just want to talk, whether they need a day off, whether, they need $50 sent to them because they can't afford a new controller, but they want to play with us. Whatever we can do, that's the group that I've got around me. And I'm thankful. And so, the answer to that simple question is, do I get along with my mods? Oh, hell yeah. Do I communicate with them? Hell yes, on the daily. Do I respect them in every way? Hell yes. The amount of time that they spend with us and effort? For sure. Do I think they're great people? Absolutely. Absolutely, or I wouldn't have them around me. So, to answer your question, I've got the best team that I could possibly have around me, and everything that they do and the experiences we go through together. Wouldn't change for the world, man. Wouldn't change for the world. Some are, some are young, some are old like me. Doesn't matter. It's a great team, and it's thrown together. Everybody jives, and we're going to continue to do what we do, and it's great. And maybe some other streamers can learn from this. Maybe you should go back to your mods and admins tonight. Maybe you should say it on stream. You know what? Thank you. It goes a long way. It's not hard to thank somebody. You know what I mean? I lived 40 years of breaking my back. I've been through 41 surgeries. I've been physically, mentally, emotionally just smashed. And I never once had a thank you at all. I never once had a thank you from friends, employers, The lengths that I've gone to for people has been insane because that's the person I am. Very strong minded. Never once did I get a thank you for anything I did, good or bad. And I think that it's at this point in my life, um, thank them. That's all you got to do. Thank them. These people do a lot, and I'm not afraid to come out and literally say, "Hey, man, thank you for everything you do." And again, maybe if more streamers didn't have it all about them in the limelight, and this is my channel and this is how it goes, you could be missing out on some great people joining your team or your channel. You know, thank you goes a long way, man. That's all you got to do. People don't have to donate. You know, it's not about money. Time is more precious than anything else, and you guys know that. Because, you know, I'm already 42. At some point, 50, 60, if I live that long, 70, and then it's over, right? 30 years goes pretty quick, just like that. So if you don't change things now, or say what you need to say now, it's gonna suck, right? So I'm saying it now. I say it weekly in YouTube. I literally say it weekly to my mods and admins. Thank you. Or like something happened last night. There was 3 of them in there. I apologized for what another community did. You know, just being man enough or woman enough or adult enough to do it. And again, mods and admins are extremely important. The team you have around you, extremely important. Good or bad, reflection or not. Appreciate those people. Learn, value their opinions, respect them as a person, have a lot of fun with them, you know, and your stream's going to go a long way. So I wanted to come on today and really convey, you know, those particular things. I'm not going to keep babbling on and on because we literally did what, like 45 minutes on the other stream and an hour and 10 minutes on this one. Just sucks that they hit the internet line outside while they were paving. But we try and keep these streams, like I said, to an hour and a half, 2 hours. We try and, you know, stay somewhat on the topic, which always leads to other things or life experiences. And again, I hope that people can take 1 or 2 things away and put their twist on it, or look at something differently, or just take it in and go, okay, you know, I could be doing this, or yeah, that makes sense, or, you know, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Again, it's all about you forming your opinions. Hopefully you take something away from the YouTube streams and what we do. The approaches that maybe we take, that maybe you could implement something into yours, right? Again, it's not about us pushing anything on anybody. It's all about, you know, Breaks, were you here listening to all that? But yeah, like I said, today was very important for me to get on. And what up, Dom? Today was extremely important for me to get on and express everything about mods and admins and what they do and how we feel and et cetera, and reflections. You know, there was a lot on today's stream. And, you know, I will address the stuff that had happened last night. Like I told people, I've already kind of addressed it, and hopefully, you know, those people will address it with me, and hopefully the other stream of, you know, us just showing everybody, you know, how important these people really are to making it. What did you miss? You should probably watch the VODs back. You know, there'll be a viewer stream, Dom. This was mainly for streamer mod admin relationships, but there is going to be like a viewer YouTube about different topics when it comes to chatting or personalization, or there's going to be stuff in the future for that. But today was mainly, you know, as you grow as a stream, you know, these people become more and more and more and more intricate and part of what happens, whether it's on the scene, whether it's behind the scenes. And so today was all about just exploring some of that, the reflections, you know, what they mean to me, what they mean to us, etc. And that was today's topic on YouTube, right? Especially with what happened last night, Dom, when another community, you know, was coming out of their way for 3-4 days attacking somebody that we really don't know. But it's not that's not cool, right? And so uh, their admins and mods are reflecting on a streamer really badly, right? And that's I felt like stuff like that needed to be addressed on the good side of it and the bad side of it, right? So just like we're going to go over the viewer topics that I'm going to have with you guys, there's going to be good sides and there's going to be bad sides that people should, just see, experience, take in, learn. And that's the whole point about these Q&As, right? Is I like to be more open, more personable, experience-wise, and we go from there, right? And like I said, people make mistakes. I do in my day-to-day life. I do when I'm streaming. But these people, are really here to, they're just a huge integral part to what we do, right? Hello, Nene. So we are, if you guys want to obviously rewatch the VOD, we had one for about 30 minutes and then they hit the lines. Your dad has COVID? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I hope he makes it through it fine. You know what I mean? I hope he makes it through it fine. But yeah, as far as these streams go, we like to keep them somewhat on topic. Obviously, there could be 10 topics within a topic. But yeah, we just usually talk for about 2 hours. So like I said, the first one, we had a bit of a interruption. They hit the power lines or the internet lines when they're paving the driveways. So it went out and then I restarted quickly. But yeah, it just shows, like I said, a more personable side to me and how I feel and what we think and how we communicate and how everything works with our team. And again, it's all a learning process. Myself and them, we're going to make mistakes as we go, right? But the more that we interact and talk and learn, the better we're going to be. And like I said, I'm not afraid to come out and say on live stream that, how much I appreciate them and what they do and how they do it, et cetera, right? And so I want them to know that, stream wise, business wise, personal wise, they're important people to me and I'm glad I have them around me, right? So I'm not afraid to give her 90 and let people know that, you know what I mean? A couple of baseballs. Listen, Dom, I think you need to donate one of those. Dom, maybe you should donate a game used baseball and we do like a charity giveaway. What do you think? I will literally take it to like this hospice house that's right beside the hospital for cancer patients. I was thinking of doing, the charity stream thing can get a little sketchy, right? But I wanted to do a video with them outside, and then we would do a charity stream, and then I would do a video to show us donating the check, right? So I guess a lot of streamers, there's charity events going on right now that I don't question. I question what's, yeah. Aaron Judge game home run could be worth big. Yeah, it is, Dom. Yeah, it is. That would be. That's something you should hang on to them. Yeah, we did a stream for Wounded Warriors back in the day on Mixer, and I think we raised, it was something like 100 and I'm trying to think of what we raised. It was only like $60 or $70 on stream, but I matched it. So I went, we actually physically had the link where people could donate to the link. And then I literally sent the check to Wounded Warriors. So I think it was 130 something or $140 that I had sent the check to for Wounded Warriors. But I would think that I would do somewhere local. And I would probably do a video beforehand to let people know where it is, what they do, etc. And then we would have it, and then I would literally do the video of me, There's a few streamers on Twitch that do that to really, show people that this is exactly where it's going, you know what I mean? A new mic, imagine, Dom. Imagine. But yeah, there's charity streams going on. I'm going to be open and honest, I don't agree with. There's streams that are like, I'll donate half my subs, or I'll donate a third of my subs. That's not cool. That's not cool when you think about it, right? Like in my eyes, you're gonna donate 100 subs, but I'm only gonna give 30 of them to the charity. So the more that they donate, the more the charity gets. But really, you're making yourself. It's a payday for yourself, and that's not how charity works. So for me, it's hard. It's hard to donate to charity streams unless 100% of it's going to the charity, right? It doesn't make sense to go. You could donate me 100 subs, but I'm going to give 20 of them to charity. Well, what are you going to do with the other 80, right? So for me, it's your body is 75% water, and I'm thirsty. I love that's freaking awesome. Very important question. How are you? Well, to be honest, I am weekly. I've been, like I said, seeing a PTSD specialist. And there is days that are incredibly bad. Bad. So I don't know if people really know how severe PTSD works. But when you're done a very bad session, it can take you 2, 3, 4 days to really get back to normalcy. And so again, I don't I don't bring my personal life into streaming at all normally. Um, but for me personally, there's a lot of days that are trying, right? And this is part of the learning process and the hard things that you need to suck it up and go through in order to see the other side of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Breaks isn't ready for fatherhood. Are you kidding me? No, he's not. Sorry to hear that. Best of luck to you. Listen, I'm a very strong person. I'm incredibly strong, incredibly resilient. After 40 years of what I've been through, I got really thick skin, man. So there's no poor, pitiful me syndrome. There's no, I can't do this. That's not in my vocabulary. It's never been in my vocabulary whatsoever. Ever. Doesn't matter how hard it is, what the challenge is. I just bear down and that's it. That's it. So like I said, off stream, I'm a pretty tough guy when it comes to mentally, physically, emotionally. I got thick skin, so you'll never see me with a boohoo fest. That's who I am, right? So again, it's a learning process, right? It's a learning process. Yep. Not everybody, again, not everybody can do that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that it genuinely affects to the point where it's crippling. And, maybe down the road when I get into this process, there's a new process they want me to do. Can it get crippling? It could get crippling. But, dude, it's all about gung-ho. It's all about gung-ho. The better I am for everybody else, right? So if I can better myself, then I can be a better self for everyone around me, whether it's my family or whether it's my kids or friends or the stream. And so again, if people can learn things from these streams or better themselves or just take one little thing and change it, then you're going to be better for yourself. You're going to be better for your family, your friends, or game, whatever it is that you need to be better for. That's what you need to do. Don't stop learning, and don't stop, with that forward motion. The day that you stop with the forward motion, forget it, So for me, like I said, I'm a sponge, and I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, whether it's real life or in streaming moving forward. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what we do. And that's why, I like to have these YouTubes just to, like I said, if people can take one thing, not only, are these good for me, it's good for people to know me a little more personally, or it's good for them to learn or from my mistakes or my experiences. And like I said, if they can integrate stuff like that into their own life or their stream, or put a twist on it, or go, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that, or just take one thing. If you can take one thing, I'm a happy camper, man. That's all I wanted to do, right? So these streams are good for me. They're good for other streamers. They're good for people personally. And it's overall, this is what we want to accomplish on YouTube, right? We have our Twitch content and what we do. And I have a lot of fun doing it, right? And so we learn from that too. And like I said, YouTube is totally designed to the point where it's a lot more interactive, a lot more personable, because on Twitch, you could run numbers, 40, 50, 60, 70, and the chat's rolling pretty quick, or you could have different things going on. And if I happen to miss one or two chats, or don't acknowledge, or, I don't get to know people a little better, it makes it hard, right? So I wanted to take time out of my week, every week, to go over one or two topics. And sometimes if we get onto a personal note, then I'm glad I could make the time to do that, right? So I think, again, it's good for me. It's good for the community. It's good for streamers to get different perspectives. And again, if anyone can take one or two things from these, whether it's in your personal life or your streaming, perfect. I've done what I wanted to do. I'm happy to have, spent 2 hours with the people that want to be here, and us helping them out. And we've done what we want to do, and I feel better leaving, and hopefully other people feel better too after we're done with these sessions, right? So it's good. It's good emotionally. It's good physically. It's good mentally to have these sometimes, right? For me, it's good. It's good. And again, you get to know me better, and what we do, right? So overall, I mean, I'm leaving today feeling pretty good about it, and both streams were good. And again, I hope that one or two people off stream can resolve their mod admin problems, and again, learn from it, move on, and keep going. I'm waiting for tonight. Tonight's going to be a ton of fun. We're doing our 1,000 V-Buck marble races. So again, it's right off of that Fortnite topic. It's a fun night where people can come in and just hit that play button and go, right? It's a ton of fun. There's no sweating. There's no nothing, right? It's a good, fun night, and a chance for people to win and do their worst at marbles, right? So it really is, it's a good experience. So I like to have that. Fall Guys Thursdays now. So it's, we try and keep the fun nights mixed in with one or two competitive nights, and we try and keep a happy medium for everybody, right? So again, it's been phenomenal, and I'm glad that, on a weekly basis, this has become part of the scheduling that we do, right? So we're pretty busy Monday through Saturday or Sunday on Twitch, but these are definitely, a good addition to the YouTube side of things, and just getting to stream and meet different people on the YouTube side of it, or, help out streamers on the Twitch side of it. Whatever we can do, Like I said, when it comes to people saying, are you a true community person? Yeah. I like to help out other people. I try and show it. I try and take time out of my day. It's not about just donating, but when I go into streamers, I like to get to know their communities and themselves, right? So there's a lot that we're going to be streaming on YouTube weekly, different topics and getting into different things, right? So we're going to end it today. Like I said, the first stream was already like 40 minutes, but the internet got cut out due to pavers. And this one's already, like an hour and almost an hour and a half. So we usually do about 2 hours on YouTube every week, whether it's, I just usually pick a day. Some days are Thursdays. Lately it's been Wednesdays. And we just come on and go over different topics. And again, if people can take things from it, perfect, right? I've done what I want to do. If they get to know me a little better, then so be it, right? So again, I want to thank everybody today just for dropping through, saying hi. I hope, people took one or two things away from it, or learned, or can implement into their stream or daily life, which would be perfect. And of course, I'll be back next week for one or two YouTube streams. Who knows? Maybe I'll add in 2 a week whenever I just feel like getting on and, discussing something that might help someone. So again, I want to thank everybody for jumping over into our YouTubes and just just chilling out with us, right? And again, I will see you guys tonight on Twitch for good old 1,000 V-Buck Marble Days. And it should be just a lot of fun and a relaxing night for everyone just to show up and just chill out, right? And again, a huge thank you to the mod admin crew. We can't do this without them. And so today I just wanted to reinforce just how appreciative I really am of the guys and girls around us. And I look forward to discussing the next topic, hopefully within, 5-6 more days on YouTube. Look out for our next video. Of course, we do 2,800 V-Buck giveaways on every YouTube video now. All you got to do is like and comment for an extra name on the wheel. And should post that either later today or tomorrow for you guys. So, again, I look forward to seeing you guys on Twitch for marbles later on. And keep your stick on the ice. I love you guys. This Giver 90 crew is